Hi, so we meet again. Our group is 63 and we are from Lex 2049. And my name is Farah Izzati binti fakrullah and my metric number is 207433 and I am from Faculty Medical and Science Head. So, you guys?
Hi, my name is Kai Qing and I'm a year 1 student who is currently studying in the Bachelor of Science in Food Studies and my matrix number is 206975.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Fong Hor Yeng. My matrix number is 206132 and I'm currently studying Bachelor of Science in Food Studies.
Hi everyone, my name is Iffah Farzana binti Suhaimi. My matric number is 205975. I'm a software engineering student from Faculty of Computer Science and Information Technology. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Hurin Khalish binti M Salleh. My matric number is 205200. I am HRD student and I am from Faculty Educational Studies.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Liat Hung. My machine number is 206966. I'm currently studying Bachelor of Science in Microbiology with honors from the Faculty of Biotechnology and Biomolecules. Next.
Hi everyone, my name is Say Heng. My matrix number is 205277 and I'm studying Bachelor of Computer Science, Computer System. Next.
Hi, my name is Vivian and I'm from Bachelor of Science in Microbiology. My matrix number is 205316. That's all.
Okay. Sorry. So we done with so Okay, so we're done with our introducing session. So here we go for our second discussion. In the first discussion, we choose health as our publication. So each of us invited ourselves that we will find a recent news about health. So we can start with update the news from each other. And I will start first. So I will share my screen. Okay. Can you see, guys?
Yes, Farah.
Yes, can.
Okay.
Yes.
This news about coronavirus that struck our world today. So is it true women and children less affected? So let I show you guys. There are two ways of explaining the finding. So normally with new virus circulating, everybody get infected. That is the important point. This is because there is no immunity that to the virus as nobody has been exposed. However, in the every early stage of an outbreak, children may be less likely to catch the virus. Okay. I choose this news so that women or children not neglected their health. So we can conclude in this news that everyone can be affected based on their concern about their health. So just all from me. I will stop sharing. Okay.
Farah, just now your news is from BBC, right?
Okay, sorry. My news about from BBC News. Sorry, I forgot to state. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
Then I will continue with my news article sharing
Okay.
session.
Sure.
Okay. Can everyone of you see my screen?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So the source of my news article today is from The Star, which is a Malaysian local newspaper company. So the title of my news article for the health topic is The Vicious Cycle of Pain and Depression. Why did I choose this article? This is because besides of the COVID-19 pandemic, depression is also a serious health issue nowadays. We know that many people living in this generation, they are facing more difficulties and depression or stress. We can read from the news paper that many students or adults which can't cope stress or depression, they choose to commit suicide. So it's a tragedy. We hence I choose this news article in order to share information about depression and pain to all of you. Okay, so let's see. From this news article, we can know that pain and depression are actually closely related. Both pain and depression occurs in a vicious cycle and can worsen our health condition after some time. So the symptoms of depression includes back pain, headaches, and etc. Besides that, it can also wear us down over time and affect our moods. Of course, what will happen after we feel pain? This could lead to insomnia and stress, and even causes low esteem when we are working at our workplace. So there are some treatments which may help to reduce both depression and pain. For example, here we can see that antidepressant medications, psychological counseling, and even some physical activities such as exercising or medication can help to reduce our pain and depression. So in conclusion, what is the most important we learn from this news article is that we need to seek for help if we are facing depression or pain in or before our symptoms get worsened. That's all from me, and I will stop sharing now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I will share my screen now. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, can.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so the news article I chose is from CNN Health with the title of COVID-19 tests given to cats, dogs, dolphins, and more animal species by US scientists. And the reason I chose this news article is because that firstly, I like animals a lot. And then I also think that it is another approach to this pandemic, which we are all very familiar of. But since most of us are focusing more on the human side, I would choose to approach on the animal side instead. So this happens in the US where one Texas veterinarian has been tracking the spread of the disease in pets. So you can see that this cat and the owner of the cat has been both tested positive for this coronavirus. So this means that infection of COVID-19 in animals is actually possible. But the good news is there's still limited evidence that animals are transmitting the virus to people. So pet owners shouldn't worry too much that their pet will be a danger to them and should continue to love and care for them. And then why these veterinarians choose to test on these animals is because that coronaviruses as a family infect a lot of species and are mostly mammals. And then we know that this COVID-19 virus itself is originated in bats, which is also a mammal. Okay, then infections remain rare in animals because they tested for nearly 80 animals and only 5 of them are tested positive. Then the answer so far is that humans are actually the primary source of infection in these pets. So the best advice to these pet owners would be applying practices for avoiding COVID-19 infection to the pets. Don't let pets come into contact with unfamiliar animals, and also the owners should take care of their own hygiene by washing their hands frequently and also avoiding very close contact with the pets if possible. Okay, so this ends my sharing. And then we can move on to the next person.
Thank you, Hong.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, can you guys see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, my news is from the Star. Okay. So the topic that I'm going to share with you guys today is, can a vaccine really save your life? Okay. Vaccines are being hailed as the solution to the COVID-19 pandemic, but the vaccine trials currently underway are not designed to tell us if they will save life. So now, most of the COVID-19 vaccine trials are now in their most advanced stage, which is phase 3. And many assume that successful phase 3 studies will mean we have a proven way of keeping people from getting sick and dying. But that's not really it. The reasons are the vaccines are actually not designed to detect a reduction in any serious outcomes such as hospitalization, nor they can interrupt transmission of the virus. Um, the trials are now only focused or tested on people with mild cases only, so they cannot ensure that the vaccine will work on everyone. So, to know that to know the vaccine effectiveness, they would have to increase the size and duration of the trial to collect the necessary data. So, yeah, that's all. Okay. So in conclusion, there's no vaccine yet that can treat COVID-19, but there is to focus in preventing people from getting infected. Okay. So the reason I choose this news, because many people are now expecting this effective vaccine are going to be produced soon, but in reality, that's not actually the case. The vaccine are not um, proof yet. Okay. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. Can everyone see my screen?
No. Okay, dah.
Yes,
Yes.
can already.
Okay. Okay. My article is from BBC News, and the topic is COVID symptoms. What are they, and how do I protect myself? Okay, the reason why I choose this topic is because, as we know, COVID-19 cases is increasing day by day, not only in Malaysia but globally. So we can see that the total confirmed corona cases has increased uh, for the past 50 million, following record numbers of new cases in several countries in globally. So, and 1.25 million people have died because of this coronavirus. So, from this topic, we can know about the symptoms, the coronavirus symptoms. How do I take my temperature? Is COVID the same in everyone? If I have a cough, is it definitely COVID? What should I do if I have COVID? What happens if someone in your family gets sick? When should people go to the hospital? How do I protect myself? Okay. So, but then we know people may started to be concerned about the outbreak of coronavirus and its implication for the health of them and their loved one. So, we can see that this news, the symptom shows that it provides and explains some simple advice or guides on us how we can be done while minimizing the spread of infection to other family members. So from this article, I'm pretty sure that people out there will searching for this news and read it in order to be aware of this pandemic. That's all from me.
Okay, now it's my turn. Let me share my screen. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So for my news is a bit unique compared to what you guys have talked about. So my news is about someone who was paralyzed for 8 years, wakes up 20 minutes after a doctor gave him a sleeping drug. So the story begins when this guy, his name is Richard from the Netherlands. After he chopped on a piece of meat, he was afflicted with severe brain damage due to lack of oxygen and also afflicted with a kinetic mutism. A kinetic mutism is a kind of rare mental state where someone cannot move. It generally cannot move, but they can still open their eyes, they can still hear things, and basically their brain is still functional. So this guy, he, how to say, mm, after the family can after his family is kind of get out on him, his doctor gave him a sleeping pill called Zolpidem, in which he wakes up miraculously. So basically, this news is all about the story about him. But the thing is, with these sleeping pills, the effect is not permanent. It's only temporarily. He is unable to maintain the state of consciousness after multiple takings, and he might be sedated even after multiple uses. So currently, a lot of the experts are finding ways to improve patients with these kinds of situation. I guess like that. Okay, that's all from me. I'll stop sharing my screen.
Remember to mention the source.
Oh, sorry. My source can come from the Sun of the United Kingdom, not the Sun from Malaysia. Okay, thank you.
Okay, now I will scan my screen. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Okay, the article I choose is from the Star, and the title is "Lockdown Measures Are Making Us Less Healthy." So, a study showed that the pandemic restrictions have detrimental effects on our health, and this is because of the threat of a second or third wave of COVID-19, just like now in Malaysia, the CMCO, and a study conducted in United States among around 8,000 respondents showed that lockdown was not particularly healthy for everyone. Um, Although the physical distancing have entailed healthier eating habits as the dining out was replaced by home cooking, but the snacking while watching TV was also much more frequent. Mm, it shows that the 32% of study participants have a normal weight, and 32 with overweight, and 34 is suffer from obesity before the lockdown. But the weight gain was reported in around 30% of all participants and in around 33% of participants with obesity. Mm, the researcher said that this weight gain is due to more sedentary habits and less time devoted to physical activities. And the study also showed that the anxiety level gained a ground, which had detrimental effects on our sleep quality. So, in conclusion, the COVID-19 pandemic produced significant health effects well beyond the virus itself. And yeah, that's all for me.
Thank you, Say
Okay.
Heng.
Okay, wait. So now I'm going to share my screen. So as you all know, multiple sources have been developing vaccines for the COVID-19. But what if I tell you there's actually a possible cure for the COVID-19? So my source is from BBC News from United Kingdom. So the title of my article is England boosting plasma stocks for patients because this plasma containing antibodies. So let me tell you about this blood plasma first. So when a person catches diseases, its own body immune system would produce antibodies to fight off the viruses or the bacteria infecting the body. So when the antibodies are being produced, these antibodies, when not used, are kept in the blood plasma. So imagine if the recovered patients of COVID-19, their blood plasma would contain antibodies to fight against the COVID-19 virus. So that is why NHS, which stands for National Health Services of United Kingdom, is urging those recovered patients to donate their blood plasma because they think that the plasma contain antibodies that can help other sufferers to fight the virus better. So at first, they opened donation centers to receive donation from those recovered patients. So one of the first few patients that got this blood plasma transfusion, which is Anne Kitchen from London, after being interviewed, she said that after receiving the plasma from recovered patients, she felt so much better. And she, after a few months, like 3 months, she already recovered from COVID-19. So the reason I chosen this article is because I think that Malaysia needs to follow this trial to develop a cure for the COVID-19. Because recently, as you guys know, that our country has a rising number of cases of this COVID-19. So I think if Malaysia also follow the UK into developing this cure, like putting out trials and urging donors to donate their blood plasma, I think we could actually solve this virus problem and end this CMCO. Okay, that's all for my sharing.
Okay. So let's start our voting session. Reminder, each person only 2 votes. So we start first with Kai Qing News. Okay, so raise your hand if you agree with Kai Qing News. Me? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. Okay, for Hor Yeng News, okay, raise your hand. Okay, no one. So for Iffah News, raise your hand. No one also. Okay, so Liat Hung News, raise your hand. 1, 2. Okay, 2. Okay, for Vivian Ooi News, okay, raise your hands. No one also. Okay, for Say Heng News, raise your hand. 1, 2. Okay, 2. Okay, for Khalish news. Sorry. Me. Okay. 1 or 2. Okay. For my news, Farah Izzati News. Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. Okay, so our final decision here. So we choose Kai Qing News and my news. My news for pain and depression, and also women and children are affected or less affected. Okay, So we end this discussion today. Thank you.
Thank you. See you in the
Bye-bye.
next
you.
video.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
You
Bye.
guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye bye.